Hey guys, in this video we're checking out the SH-125 frame from STP. This is a 2.5 inch micro frame for the Runcam Split Mini. It also will work with the Caddx Turtle. It's obviously for capturing HD footage, as you can see here in the front. 2.5 inch props, and it has the dual stack mounting design here. So you have basically your ESC flight controller here, and then your Split Mini here. I think in this case it's the other way around, yeah. So the way that they design this is they put this is more centrally located for the motor wires, so your 400 AC and flight controller stacks is actually in the front here, and then I stuck the Split Mini in the back here with the video transmitter and receiver. So that's the way I have this one built. Now I'm kind of experimenting here with some random parts here. First off, the motors here, you can't get these, they're not available yet. These are the 1108 5200 kV motors from Emax with the open bottom design. Don't know when these are coming out, so I know people are going to ask me, when's it going to come out? How much is it going to be? I don't know. So, sorry. These are prototype motors, and I just wanted to test this out on 4S on a 2.5 inch prop. And the flight controller and ESC in here is kind of an older one that I just kind of pulled off of something at random, because I wanted to see, well, someone asked me in the comments a while back, they wanted to see what the FPV feed was like from the Split Mini on some older ESCs that don't have very good filtration, so it doesn't filter the noise from the motors. So this is kind of to fulfill their request. The HD footage is recording. This is perfect. It's totally fine. Recorded to a micro SD card. But for those of you guys that were interested in the FPV footage from something like this, where the ESC is kind of noisy, this is that video for you guys. So you guys can look at that footage when you see the beginning of the flight footage. I'll show you that. But the rest of the stuff is not terribly interesting in terms of the electronics. I'll put some parts down there that would work well for this setup here. You know, you're just looking for some 2.5 inch props here, and something that would go well with a 2.5 inch motor. I think would be like an 1106 motor would be good. Like, if you want to go 3S, you can put the Emax 1106 6000 kV, or if you want to go 4S, you can do the 4500 kV, something like that, or maybe the GEP-RC 1106 motor. So I'll put some of those parts down below if you're interested in building this yourself. But yeah, this is I know a lot of these sort of dual stack HD recording frames have been 3 inch. This is the first 2.5 inch I've seen. But as you can see here, that because of the way the frame is designed and where the camera is, you still get some props in view in the HD footage. So if you're looking for a frame that doesn't have props in view in the HD footage, this isn't going to be it. So other than that, it's pretty basic, top mounted design. I ran the battery on the top, 20mm standoffs here. It's nothing too really spectacularly different or that interesting about the frame. It's I think it's a 2.5mm bottom plate, 2mm top plate. Should be relatively strong for a 2.5 inch prop. Anyway, full parts list are down below, and I'll go ahead and I'll show you the flight footage. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Okay, so this is the DVR footage from the FPV feed that I know some of you guys are asking me for, basically from a little bit of a noisier setup. And this ESC, 401 ESC came off of a micro with, I think I had a micro Predator on there before, and it was a little bit noisy. It wasn't like terrible. So if you have a system that's a little bit noisy, you're going to get a lot more video noise coming through on your Split Mini FPV feed. And this is what it looks like. I know a lot of the Runcam fanboys will never show you this footage because they don't want the camera to look bad. But if you guys are like speculating or wondering about all of the rumors you've been hearing about the really bad FPV feed from the Runcam Split Mini, this is it. This is what it looks like. You need a very, very clean, very noise-free system. Motors and ESCs, everything has to be very clean for the video feed to be flyable. Now here it is barely flyable for me. Like it wasn't in the goggles. It's a little bit better looking in the DVR recording, but I mean, obviously, it's going to be pretty hard to fly in this kind of with this kind of an FPV feed. Anyway, for those of you guys that wanted to see that footage, here it is, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so just a little bit of a discussion on these 1108 motors that I'm flying. And yeah, they're pretty similar to the Tachyon motors, the 1108s, the 5000 and the 6000 kVs that I've flown before. You know, for an 1108 they have a better top end than an 1106 motor, but they still suffer from the same issues that an 1106 motor has in terms of the mid-throttle responsiveness, and it has to do with the stator size. It's a smaller stator size, and I prefer flying the 1300 size motors because it's a little bit wider stator. It has a little bit more responsiveness in the mid-throttle range, and I'll have a video coming up down the road here in a little bit that's going to explain all this, what I like to fly and the reasons why. Now, if you prefer to fly in the top end of the throttle range, like say 70% and above, you're going to like the 1108 motor size better than the 1106 because you're going to get more top end, higher end top end speed for pretty much any prop compared to an 1106 motor. It's because the height of the stator is taller, so you just get more top end. And if that's the way you like to fly, then you're going to like that a lot more. I prefer to fly in the mid throttle range, you know, 30 to 60%, and that's why I prefer the wider stator sizes like the 1304s over the 1108s. So, and I'm going to be trying out some 1206 motors here soon. You'll be seeing some more videos on that. I think you've already seen one on the 6000 kV. I'm going to have a 4500 kV one coming out as well. And I think that is going to be a pretty good compromise between the 1108 and the 1304. Obviously it's in between 1206, so you know, it kind of gives you a little bit of the best of both, a better top end than the 1304, but a better mid throttle compared to 1106. So again, I'll have a video coming up on that later. I'll talk about that in some more detail along with some more information about props, and because I always get questions on, well, what motor should I get, what props should I get, which motors go with which props. It's difficult to answer that in comments, so I've been kind of answering them here and there in videos like this one here, but I think at this time I should have a full-on video that explains everything that I've sort of compiled of all the various micromotors I've flown. Anyway, it's kind of off topic here, not really related to this particular micro necessarily, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about these motors and my thoughts on that and how they relate to some of the motors I've flown. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.